Welcome to Wrestling Brothers Breakdown.
We're brothers
who like wrestling.
It seems like we did something over this last weekend. I cannot recall.
Yes, what did we do? Oh yeah, we spent 16 hours in a car.
That was a long time.
But only 7.5 hours each way. Maybe that's not good math. 15 hours, I don't know.
Yeah.
But we drove over to Indianapolis for...
the Royal Rumble.
The Royal Rumble. Oh yeah. The kickoff to WrestleMania season.
It was amazing. That was my first premium live event, as they call it now, or AKA pay-per-view for us old farts. But it was fantastic. Lucas Oil Stadium, the Colts Stadium, it was nice.
It was a cool stadium.
Awesome. It was great.
It was a good time.
Well, of course, got some brand new merch. You got to, there we go.
Get the OTC shirt for the Tribal Chief.
Not much me, because we'll just bust out the numbers. I am still the champ.
Yeah, Brad wins the pick'ems from the preview show. He went 8-6, and I went 6-8.
That's great.
So, I picked wrong on the tag match, and you got one more lucky Final Four person than I did.
Good stuff. I guess my dirt sheets, aka not Dave Meltzer.
I don't follow.
Did me pretty well.
Dave.
I'll just pick the opposite of what he does. So,
nice.
Shout out to Dave.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. Well. Let's just show you some pictures real quick, and we'll go through some of the stuff. We'll talk about the pay-per-view, all 4 matches.
Good times.
Let me see. This was, us driving up to Lucas Oil Stadium. This was over at the convention center. We went and checked out the Superstore.
Yeah, thumbs down, unshout out, diss track for the Superstore. It was, honestly, it was pathetic. Like, our local rally house could have more stuff than they did. And
very limited set of merch for about 7 of the 500 superstars, and a line of 5,000 people. Super long line to get into. So, not worth it. I remember it being a lot cooler when I went 2 years ago, but what was cool across the street at the hotel was the WrestleCon convention. So we got over there
Cordona.
for 20 minutes.
Did not show up at all.
We didn't get any autographs or meet and greets or buy any photos, but we did walk around and see a bunch of people.
Who breathed on us? So we were walking out, I took a big old yawn and just breathed right on us.
We almost knocked John Moxley over. We walked into the hotel and walked right past him. I was like, man, that guy looks a lot like John Moxley. And then Renee Paquette was right next to him, and I was like, oh, that was John Moxley.
Shout out to John Moxley.
Shout out to John Moxley, AEW champion. So we missed his show. We missed his and Sting were both at a special autograph thing, but we didn't make it to that. But we did walk around WrestleCon, so here's some pics from that. Matt Cardona, Devon.
Yeah, the deadliest.
Matt Riddle.
Mark Henry.
Good old Mark Henry.
The Hardy Boys.
Hardy Boys. They had the longest line. It would have been cool to see them. Good old Jerry the King Lawler. Rob Van Dam. He was at the Rumble.
Dude is jacked in the biceps, man. He's been hitting the arms.
Yep. Just random picture from WrestleCon. Hey, that's our Instagram.
Yeah, shout out. There's the food. Shout out if you're watching this and you got one of our business cards that Derek passed out 99% of them because I was busy, injuring myself from sitting for too long.
Yes. Yeah, any new people we met at the stadium afterwards, it was nice to meet you and say, hey, become one of our 7s of subscribers on YouTube.
8s or 9s, as they said it.
8s or 9s. I think we might be up to 12. I don't know. So hopefully that was worth the $12 we spent on business cards to put our show out there for some more people. And it was a good time. It was nice and cold.
Pictures of where we were sitting up there in the nosebleed.
This is Lucas Oil Stadium. It was cold outside getting in.
Oh, yeah.
We got in, though. There's the pre-show they were doing. Big E.
Pat McAfee, Big E.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
This was some shots from down low. Just the stadium is so big. It was cool. See the ring and the big signs.
You said it was a lot louder in San Antonio. They didn't have the speakers up high turned on, I think.
Yeah, the nosebleed speakers were turned off for some reason, but
I don't know.
So this is we were inside, still lines outside to get in the building. Long lines.
A lot of cool stuff.
Here's Wrestling Brothers Breakdown. Somebody told me they want pictures of us, not just pictures of wrestlers or buildings. So this was the picture from our seats up in the nosebleeds.
Very top. Well, there's one row behind us covered up with camera equipment and tarps. But yeah, basically the very top.
Yeah, very top row, but still a good time. Lots of nice people around us. Fun time. So many steps. My calves were sore the next day from going up and down the steps so many times.
You kept getting nachos and more stuff to eat and drink, so that's why.
Oh, man. And then I got there was the hype videos. a ton of videos of like recording everybody coming into the stadium. We won't play them all. Here's one who's this is Penta #2 came out.
Another Mortal Kombat character.
Yeah, another Mortal Kombat thing, it seems like, but
it seems like it. We'll talk more about that here.
Yeah.
So
there were some photos, Ray. But yeah, good times.
A lot of good times.
Good times.
Some dude's neck. Yeah, all the videos. Yeah, it took a ton. I don't know how much storage I used up on my phone.
Oh yeah, all of it. Yeah, like, I don't know why my iCloud's full because.
All right, so the first match was the ladies' Royal Rumble. Honestly, it was pretty good. Other than the fact that about close to, I don't know, a third of them, I had no idea who they are because I don't watch NXT. And apparently Julia with a G is Julia, not Gulia or something.
Yeah, I know she was.
The guy next to me said, like, it's Julia. And I'm like, who's Julia with a G?
Right.
So other than that, like, I enjoyed it. There's some.
It was a good match. It was fun to watch it back.
Ladies that look like American Gladiators. Like, it was good.
Yeah. Let's see. For Final Four, you had Bailey, Charlotte, Bianca, and Becky. You got one of those, which was Charlotte. I had Charlotte, Liv, Bianca, and Bailey. I got one of those, which was Charlotte. And we both picked Charlotte for the win. And she won,
Bianca,
which was pretty obvious. And social media has kind of been taken the last few days to be like, not a fan. But
did you see her yesterday on Raw? Like, she got booed out of the building and thought she was going to, like, oh, and then she's like, you know what? I don't care. Love me or hate me. Like, she took a quick second, and then she's like, I'm going to go, like, heel and be heel Charlotte, which that's what works for her.
Right.
So go check that out. It was good. Pop of the night, at least for the ladies, and, you know, Alexa Bliss, which was just...
Yeah, Alexa Bliss, 2 years return, 2 years later.
Amazing. Just everybody lost their mind. They're like...
Yeah, that was the biggest pop of the night. Definitely.
And then Nia Jax getting eliminated was also a good pop.
I got a big pop when they threw Nia out finally.
Yeah, it was a good solid match. I give it a 4 out of 5. Like, even with all the no names, like, it didn't seem
I forgot
too bad. It was cool, even for the ladies, even if you don't know who they are, like, ooh, who's next? You know,
that's what's exciting. Just the countdown clock would come on and then count down the timer and then cheer, the music go off and you'd be like, yeah, or you'd be like, who? Or you'd be like, boo, just depending on whatever it was. So yeah, I'd give it 4 out of 5 stars as well. It was good.
Liked it.
All right, next up was the tag team match, tag championship match. Brad's favorite tag thing. I was in line for food and bathroom for most of this match, so I didn't see much of it.
I mean, I went back and rewatched it. There's some good stuff. It's just nobody knew about these guys that well, and it didn't seem like a great buildup. I know there was some. It just kind of deflated, and it was just the crowd's just like.
Yeah, it's hard to go on second for sure, especially if the first match was an hour and 10 minutes. So.
And they did like a false tag, and everybody's like, "No, they tagged." Oh wait, no, he didn't. So. Yeah,
I missed half of it. I'm gonna have to watch it again.
It was. I mean, I give it
I'd say 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. Yeah,
it was okay, but
that was the bathroom match. Like you said, after that, everybody's just like, ugh. So it's like, oh, well, that kind of stinks.
Long lines, 70,000 people, so all the lines were long. Yeah. The only time was I went in the middle of the women's Rumble match down to the merch table, and for once there was no line. Every merch table had lines forever, and then I went in the middle of the women's match, and there was no line. I walked right up, and I got me a cool CM Punk hat.
Because it didn't have CM Punk shirt that you wanted.
They did not have the CM Punk shirt I wanted, so I got the hat instead.
Yeah, my OTC acknowledged me was $40. I was like, goodness gracious.
They acknowledged your wallet.
They did. And then it showed up as a charge from Jacksonville, Florida. And I was like, what the heck? And I was like, oh, that's nowhere close. Like,
that's funny.
Stupid banks.
All right.
Whatever.
Yeah. Third match of the night was the very predictable ladder match, but I did not predict it being so violent for Cody and KO.
Dude, that hurts just still watching the highlights. I'm like,
yeah, I think my back is sore just from watching it. I was like, oh, there's no way to make that landing soft or take that bump well.
That's some, not as strong ladders, but still you're hitting that and just, ow. Yeah. And then Sami Zayn got involved, and I was like, this is interesting. Like, is he going to fight? Is he going to not? And then apparently, if you watched Raw, then KO attacked Sami, He
Oh,
was
really?
mad. Yeah.
No, I haven't had a chance to watch Raw.
So I at least read my highlights and watched my highlight videos. Bleacher Report. Shout out to them. That's my dirt sheet. I like them. They're my favorite.
Yeah, we both picked Cody to win. I'd give that one a 4 out of 5 stars. It was good.
Yeah. At first, I mean, okay, so the crowd just, you hear 70,000 people singing Cody Rhodes' song, like, holy cow, dude. That's just
fun. The crowd is a fun time. That's half the fun of going.
Amazing. Like, you can't describe it until you actually go through it.
Yep.
Just to hear that, you're like, oh my gosh.
And the pyro going off is loud. Yeah, it's a good time.
This is loud. Like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
But still really cool.
How do you think it'd be to have 70,000 people cheering your name? That'd be crazy.
Or booing you because they hate you so much. I'm like, that's a lot of heat. So,
yeah.
But yeah, good solid 4 out of 5 match. Didn't seem to go too long.
It was like, what, 18
I don't
minutes,
think it was as predictable maybe? As I thought, you know, and I wasn't, like I said, with Sammy's involvement, I didn't know what was going to happen, but it was a good match. Yeah. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
That Alabama slam to end it was vicious.
Oh, yeah. That's just like,
I don't know if they meant to make it look that good, but man, it just looked like he murdered him. Just I was like, oh man, he's dead.
He's dead. Oh my God, he's dead. He's dead. Stop the match.
Yeah.
So.
All right, and then the main event was the name of the pay-per-view, the Royal Rumble, Men's Royal Rumble. And I thought this started off really cool. Numbers 1 and 2 are Rey Mysterio and Penta. I thought that was a cool nod to all the luchadors and kind of maybe not so much a passing of the torch, but just acknowledging, hey, we like luchador wrestlers.
Yeah, whatever. I can't even. I don't speak
Cero Miedo. No fear.
Yeah. No fear.
So and people are all like, hey, this Penta guy's cool. I never heard of him. Like, go look up his tag matches in AEW and AAA. He's been around for a long time. He has some killer tag matches between him and the Young Bucks and him and FTR. There are some crazy good matches, some crazy good cage matches where you're just like, these. His brother is very talented too.
I don't think his second foot touched. First one, yeah, but it was really close.
Oh, when he went over, yeah.
One time, yeah. But yeah, like you said, it was good. It was a lot of, and then Chad Gable, and then a bunch of luchadors and stuff at the beginning. They told a lot of good stories, which
they did. Yep.
Yeah, and then of course Drew getting all. I'm
I saw something today. He was mad at LA Knight. That's who he was mad at because they got bumped.
Because he was in the way, and Damian Priest eliminated him like earlier than he thought. So I'm like, boo-hoo.
Yeah, whatever.
But Roman Reigns looked good, and
good highlights of Ice Show Speed getting destroyed by Braun Breaker.
Man.
That spear is vicious.
Dude, that was just like.
Did you see his leg afterwards?
Yeah, like half.
I don't know if he hit it on the table or what, but he got ripped up.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how much you have to pay me to take a spear from Braun Breaker, but I'd probably be dead and in a coma. So I'd be like,
probably have, organ damage.
Just close your eyes and be like, Yeah. But Roman Reigns looked good. I mean, and him and CM Punk and Seth Rollins, like continuing some of that stories.
There's going to be good storyline there, good potential there for lots of options.
Jacob Fatu and Braun Strowman, maybe. Like I guess.
Yeah.
Or it's something like Solo's just out for a while, like he's gone. I don't know, injured or just needs some time off, or nobody's acknowledging him anymore because he's not the original tribal chief or the only tribal chief. So
yeah. So for surprise entrance, I picked Joe Hendry. I was good on that one.
I believe. Oh man,
that was fun times. Your surprise entrance, Matt Cardona, which we saw across the street, he did not show up.
I should have talked to him, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
That was also your bold take was Matt Cardona entering the Rumble. That he did. Yeah. So your bold take failed. Yeah. My dashing take, Penta winning, that failed too. So I knew that was a big stretch, but that's why it was a dashing take. For Final Four, you had Cena, Punk, Roman Reigns, and Logan Paul. You had 3 of those right, other than Roman was out before then. So I had Penta, Punk, Cena, and Seth Rollins, and I had 2 of those right. So you got more on that. And then for the winners, we both picked CM Punk, which we thought was the super obvious, and that was obviously the highest betting thing to pick. We both thought that would be it, and then he went out at like number 5 or 6 left to go, and I was like, oh.
And then it's me, Uce, day one.
Yeah, main event Jey Uso. We really thought it was going to be John Cena, but I think they're building a better story now with John Cena at the press conference saying, I'm not asking, I'm telling you, I'm doing this now, I'm going to win.
Time is up.
My
time's almost up.
A little bit change of a character for him. So,
but yeah, good stuff. Yeah, and then it almost looks like it's going to be Jay versus Gunter. If you go watch Raw, Gunter's like, "Yeah, I'm going to like destroy your life. You suck. You're not worth any of this." And Uso came out at the beginning. He's just like,
yeah, I heard he's going to go talk to Cody Rhodes too. So we'll see what happens as they build. They got Elimination Chamber coming up in March. Is the next pay-per-view. So all in all, it was a very entertaining Royal Rumble. The crowd was pretty hyped for Jey Uso winning. So
70,000 people yeeting.
But I was like, okay, not a terrible ending.
Yeah.
Man, afterwards, the streets were chaos. It was crowded, 70,000 people trying to walk downtown Indianapolis. We just walked probably 15, 20 minutes away to get to a street that wasn't blocked off so we could get a lift back to our hotel. Yeah, I handed out all 100 some odd business cards I brought with us. Said, hey, check out our cool podcast. We do a wrestling podcast for fun. Check it out. And some people said no thanks, but a lot of people took and said, cool, I'll check it out. So looking forward to meeting new friends.
They're nerds just like us.
Out on the socials, Instagram, X, YouTube, all that fun stuff. We do it for fun. Check it out. Hit us up in the comments.
Overall, I'd give it, because I was there live and I have nothing else to compare it to in any premium live event ever. So I'm going to have to just go 5 out of 5. Because that's
for the men's Rumble match.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it was 5. It was great.
You can compare it to San Antonio, but I have nothing else to compare this to. So
it was good. I'd give it 5 stars too. It was good.
It was the coolest thing ever, honestly. Just being there, even in the nosebleeds, like, it was awesome.
Yeah, I told you the Rumble is probably one of my favorite pay-per-views, just because when it's good, it's great, and sometimes there's bad Rumbles and you're like, but when it's awesome, and then getting to experience it, there's just nothing like it, and then because you get to look forward to it for months and months and months, and then finally get to go there, and then finally it's the day of, and then finally it's the hour of, and then finally it's happening, and it's just whoa, it's so cool, and it's so big, and the spectacle, and the fireworks and pyro, and there's all the big, larger than life characters, and they're all huge. And so it's just an awesome fun time, and there's 70,000 other people who like it just as much as you do, and just what a fun time.
Yep.
So I'm kind of bummed next year's over in Saudi Arabia. I don't think I'll be able to get to that one.
Still got my belt. There it is right there.
So what would you rank the pay-per-view overall?
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. I'd say 5 out of 5 too, just because we got to go and do it together. Probably once in a lifetime experience. Maybe someday we'll get to do Mania at least once. I
entered that beef jerky once. I win a bunch of meat sticks for a whole year.
Yeah, we've entered a bunch of contests, so maybe we'll win. But yeah, I like to go to the Rumble every couple years if I can, for sure.
If it's close.
Go see wrestling whenever we can. It's getting a little expensive. I don't like how WWE's pricing their stuff, but
yeah,
part of it is what it is.
Yeah.
So
what's up next? We have Elimination Chamber, and
Elimination Chamber's in March, and so
we got TNA tickets in March, right? Yeah,
we got TNA tickets in late March. They're coming to close enough to Kansas City that we're going to go to that, and then also AEW's got a pay-per-view in March as well.
March is a busy month.
March is going to be a busy month for wrestling, and then in April is WrestleMania. So
yeah,
good times. That's all we got today for you on the show. Our Royal Rumble recap. We'll get this up tomorrow on Wednesday and post it all out. So were you there? What did you think? Were you not there? What did you think? Tell us what you think.
It was the last time ever you could see John Cena. I bet they're going to play that. The last Elimination Chamber in Toronto ever for John Cena.
Right.
The last WrestleMania in Vegas for John Cena. They're
going to play it up for sure. But yeah, it was a good time. So
yeah.
I hope he does get one more.
When his music hits, like you can hear the crowd. I went back and watched it. It's just like when it's like
crowd goes nuts. Good times.
That's crazy. So good stuff. Yeah, let us know what you think. Hit us up. Tell us you're there.
Yeah, we will catch you guys next time. Later.
See you.